Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my second video. Second, two times, another one. But I'm super excited because it is May. And as I mentioned on my social medias, it is Lupus Awareness Month. Woo, 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 woo. So yeah, I'm at a different location, but that doesn't matter. And I'm standing. So I'm hoping that this video does not take super long because I'm standing and I don't want to be standing. My glasses are crooked because they're broken. I don't know if you guys can see, but my arms, legs, I don't know the parts of the glasses. But this part, the part that goes in your ears, is bent. So they look crooked on my face. Baby girl, we gotta get it together. But this is my second video, like I mentioned, and I'm super excited because my first video got a lot of positive feedback. Like I'm super hyped. Like I'm ready to like get this going and be all hype about it because I'm about to be one of the people. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm really happy. I'm really excited. I got a lot of positive feedback. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it. I'm not that cool with like uploading links and pictures and stuff on the video, but if I figure it out, it'll be somewhere on the screen. Here, 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 here. But no, my nails look a mess. I'm gonna try to keep putting them out the video. But as I mentioned, it is Lupus Awareness Month, and so yeah, it's May 1st. Hopefully, you heard me say I made this video on May 1st, so hopefully I post it and upload it on May 1st. May the odds be ever in your favor. Oh, honest. But so yeah, in honor of Lupus Awareness Month, I'm going to talk about my story and my journey. I'm gonna try to do my best because I'm literally doing off the top of the head, like off the dome. But so yeah, I'm super hyper. I need to chill. I need to bring it down a couple notches. But so yeah, and I asked you guys to ask me questions on my Instagram, and I got a few. Not as nothing compared to like my Q&A video. Baby girl, these eyebrows. Nothing like my Q&A video. Like not even like I probably got like 5 questions. And they were all like the same thing, like what is lupus? And I'm not going to make it sit here and give y'all like a super long definition, but I'm going to get started. So I was diagnosed with lupus when I was 14. So let's rewind. I'm in 8th grade. It's around winter break ish, and one of my critiques for my last video was saying not to look away from the camera, and I feel like I'm doing it now, but whatever. So it's winter breakish, and me, my mom, and her friend from work were in Delaware. And this is like one of the stories I do remember. We're in Delaware, and we're like doing some shopping, and we're like walking in like a plaza kind of area, and I'm like literally like a half a block behind them. Like I'm walking so slow, like it's like insane. And mom's like, "Why are you walking so slow?" And I'm like, "I don't know. My feet hurt. Like my ankles hurt." So at this point, I kind of like conditioned myself to walk on the side of my feet because like my ankles been hurting for a while, and so like I kind of like I wish I can show you, but like I kind of like was walking like on like this part. If this was like so, if this is your foot, right, and you walk like this. I mean, nobody really walks like that. But if you walk like that, like normally, I was walking kind of like on a slant, like on like the outer parts of my foot. So I wasn't really bearing all my weight on my feet, like flat. So I kind of like conditioned myself to walk like that to the point where it was like my norm. Like no matter I wake up, I'm just walking on the side of my feet because that's what felt comfortable to me. That's what didn't hurt. So I'm like walking on the side of my feet or whatever, and I'm like not keeping up with my mom and my brother and her friend. So that was like one of the major signs. That's one of the signs. And then another sign was I kind of have like deformities and abnormalities with my body. So like if you ever like see me in person, you're gonna know that my pinkies. I don't know if you guys could see, but my pinkies don't really like. I'm trying to like put my pinky up, but my pinky don't go straight. Neither, both of them. They both don't go straight. So that was like my hands got deformed, and then I used to walk around the house like with my arms like on my sides. Like sometimes when I'm in pain, I still kind of like put my arm here because that's where it's comfortable. So like I won't really like move my arm. Like my range of motion was very limited. So those were like a few things that like kind of like stuck out to me before I got diagnosed. So I remember one time, and I think this is a true story. Like I really do. Sometimes I be confused. Like I don't know if it's a dream or not, but I think this was a true story. But my mom was cleaning, and my mom was mopping, and she asked me to pick up the mop of the bucket or whatever the case was. And when I picked up the bucket, my hands kind of like cramped up and like made a mess. And so then I remember mom like saying like she went to work. Mom works in the emergency room. So she went to work and she like spoke to like the doctors and stuff like that. I was like telling them my issue, and they were like, "You should see a rheumatologist." Long story short, I went to see a rheumatologist, and they was like, "Hey, you got rheumatoid arthritis." I was like, "What? I got what?" So to me, like immediately when they say arthritis, I'm thinking like osteoarthritis, like what the old people get. And I'm like, I'm only 14. How do I have arthritis? And they're like, no, rheumatoid arthritis is different. So it basically affects all my joints. And they put me on like a basic NSAID, which was like naproxen or naproxen, however you want to say it. I say naproxen. And So yeah, they basically started me on a basic NSAID, naproxen, and I think that was it for the most part. I think this was 9 years ago, so I think that was it. And I really wasn't too like into how my medications, how I am now. So it was like when they was like, "You giving this?" I'm just like, "I'm taking it." I was never like a sick child. Like I never had nothing wrong with me. I'm gonna say nothing wrong with me, but I was never like sick. I was always pretty healthy, other than the fact that I probably was overweight, but whatever. I'm just thick. But no, like I never had like no asthma. I had chicken pox barely when I was a kid, which is a different. I mean, I got a story to tell y'all, but I like never really nothing wrong with me. And so when I was 14, I got diagnosed with lupus. They're like, "You're gonna take these meds," and I'm like, "Okay." So I had the most amazing rheumatologist ever. Like she was so bomb. And I remember sitting in the doctor's office with my mom, and they're like, "Hey, you have rheumatoid arthritis, and we're gonna have to like make some changes to your life." And I'm like, "What?" So at the time, I was playing sports. I played softball, I played volleyball, and I had to quit, which was like super depressing. So I think that's where a lot of like my anger came from because like I enjoyed playing sports so much, and I couldn't play anymore, and I'm just like, that's so not fair. I was so irritated. But I wasn't really more so mad at the fact that I had arthritis. So, long story short, I had rheumatoid arthritis. This was probably like January now. So I go to school, whatever. They made adjustments because I kind of like had difficulties walking. So I was getting on the elevator. So if like my peeps at JPA, y'all remember me getting on the elevator, that was why. They let me get on the elevator at JPA, which was my middle school. And I kind of had to do PT for a little bit to walk normally. And I even did, oh my God, I even did aquatic therapy, which was like at my gym in my area, in my where I live at. And I did it with like a bunch of old people. So imagine me trying to be all cute in my bathing suit or whatever to do some arm stuff and like lift your legs up and everything. And then it's like a 70-year-old woman next to me. Baby girl. So I only probably did it for like twice because I was super uncomfortable. I did not like it at all. So a month later, so like from January, I wasn't getting better, and like I was getting worse. So then it turns out because one wasn't enough. February for my 15th birthday, my birthday's in February. I got lupus. Oh my god.
So you just gonna bring me a birthday gift on my birthday to my birthday party on my birthday with a birthday gift? Happy birthday.
Lupus is I didn't even explain what rheumatoid arthritis was, but I feel like it's like kind of like makes sense. Arthritis. Lupus is an autoimmune disease and it affects a bunch of different parts. They affect people's organs, their joints, their hearts. It could do like neurological aspects. So it could be like depression and some other stuff. I'll put a link. Like this story's about me now. what it is. But no, for real, I should have done some research. I dropped something. I should have done some research, but whatever. So for me, I had when I was 14, they was like, "Hey girl, we're gonna give you lupus and arthritis. Happy birthday!" And I was like, "Oh my god, for my kid, I got lupus." But no, super upset. And plus, when I'm 15, so like not really 15, but like I'm in high school now. Like it's my freshman year of high school, and now I'm the girl who got lupus. Who has lupus? Who knows what lupus is at 15? Not me. And then it was like, well, we don't know how you got it, and like, does anybody in your family have it? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, does I have? My mom's like, nobody on my side has, and my dad's like, I don't know. Great. So I got this magical condition, and it came from literally a gift from above, a Bob. If you ever watch Rugrats, I'm gonna insert the clip because yeah.
Do you really think babies are a gift from a Bob? I don't know. Why? Cause if
But yeah, I had lupus. So I was super angry at first. Like I was just irritated because I couldn't play sports like I just mentioned, and then I couldn't like walk right. I was so like, but I feel like I was so behind. Like I didn't participate in gym in high school. They kind of gave me like they waived it, and so yeah, like a lot of different things. Like, and I was getting treated differently, like at home. Like my grandma, like my mom, my family, they're always just like I was in a freaking like if I was gonna like I was fragile. Like if I was a freaking glass china in a box going on the road, it was like, oh my god, you can't do this, you can't do that. I'm like, like I'm a bad, and I could do whatever I want to do. So throughout high school, I did not tell anybody. I missed so many days of high school. It's insane. I wish I had like a report card to show you. I probably could find one. And it'll be like, I missed like 32 days. I'm like, damn. But every Tuesday, I used to get infusions. And I used to have to miss every Tuesday of school. Like, it was like clockwork. Like, every Tuesday I missed. And I'd be like, we go at 7 in the morning, right? Wake up to go to infusions at 7 in the morning. And I probably won't get done till like 2. But after infusions, first off, Lincoln all starts at 7 to 2. And I'm like, I'm super tired. So it was just like, the whole day was just chalked for me. But, yeah. I tried almost every single biologic that is out there. Like, I'm going to insert a list. So a biologic is basically a main med. So it's basically like the stuff you see on commercials. So like if you ever see like Humira, Embryo, Xeljanz. I say Xeljanz because I remember when I was like supposed to be like, this probably was like my 13th biologic. And my rheumatologist, I have a new one now. I did because I'm an adult. So my rheumatologist was like, hey, it's probably like 2 or 3 years ago. She was like, hey, this should work. It's a pill. You don't have to do like infusions or injections because at this point I was over them. And she was like, there's like a 5% chance that you can develop shingles, but it's very unlikely. Why I get shingles? You know what shingles is? Shingles is basically, if you see the commercials, it was like if you ever have chicken pox, then you are at risk of getting the shingles when you're like 70. I was like 19. Who is 19 years old getting shingles? Yo, that was the most excruciating pain I ever experienced in my entire life, yo. It was so bad. But whatever. I'm going to put a list up of the biologics, and I'm going to see if I can like kind of edit it and tell you all the ones that I tried. And that's like, I'm going to try to find a list of all the biologics out there, because I think I tried every single one of them. Like infusions, injections, self-injections, pills, you name it. With green beans. What is the video with the, you name it? Whatever. But I tried all of them. So it was just like, I feel like this story is all over the place because I really don't have a structure, but it's cool because that's just telling you who I am. So yeah, throughout high school, I kind of kept it a secret. I hated when my mom told people like, yeah, why you tell my business? Like, baby girl, I don't want nobody to know. I was embarrassed, and I honestly thought that it was like something I did. And I'm like, yo, this is not fair. Like, it was so bad. Like, my joints like could not work. I could not like, and sometimes my flares would be so bad that I could not get out of bed. Or it was just like, I couldn't even turn the doorknob to get out of my room, or even twist the little cap up to take the toothpaste off. Like, it'll be stuff like that. And I used to be crying so much because I'm like, yo, this is not fair. Like, how yesterday I was cool opening up, twisting doorknobs, twisting caps off toothpaste, and then today my freaking hands don't work. Make it make sense. So, yeah, throughout high school, I was really embarrassed. I didn't want nobody to know. If I told you in high school, I was like, don't tell my business because baby girl. I say baby girl a lot because I just do. But yeah, I was just like over it. And then it was like, it affected my life in every single form, to the point where it was even at the nail salon, yo. The nail salon. When I get gel nails, I have to put sunblock on because the UV lights would make my hands flare up. Like, who do you know about to go get a gel manicure and gotta put sunblock on? Like, it was so bad. But, yeah, high school, super embarrassed, super angry. I was so mad at the world. I was mad at everybody. I'm like, yo, it's not fair. I couldn't play sports, couldn't participate in gym. I couldn't walk some days. My hands didn't work some days. I'm like, yo, why is this even a thing? And it was just like, I was always the kid who was like healthy in my family. My brother has asthma. My cousin has asthma. All three of my cousins and my brothers have asthma. Me, I was never sick. My brother was always sick and at the hospital. My cousin, she had her tonsils removed. I was super jealous, but whatever. And it's just like me, nothing's wrong with me. I'm healthy. I barely have allergies, except for that one time a hospital tried to kill me with morphine because I'm allergic to morphine. But that's another thing. How am I allergic to morphine? Like, my glasses are really irritating me. But yeah, I'm allergic to morphine. I had a flare up, and the doctor gave me morphine for pain, and baby girl, they tried to kill me. But yeah, so I was always a kid who was super healthy, super athletic, even though I was a little overweight. Now I'm like a lot overweight, but whatever. And I was like super healthy, like athletic. And then one day I wake up, and now I got lupus and rheumatoid arthritis. Like, I'm 7 years old. Whatever. So in college, my mom, like my college, I didn't mention this in my last video, but like one of the biggest things that my mom wanted me from my college was to have an on-campus medical center, and Susquehanna had that, so it was cool. I ended up switching like my rheumatologist out in Danville, which is like it's like Central PA near Selinsgrove, near Susquehanna, so it was cool. He was really nice. I really enjoyed him. Let me do whatever I want. My other rheumatologist, she's cool. Like, she's really nice. I ain't gonna lie. She's really nice. But she always be like, yo, you need to lose weight. And I'm like, girl, you need to mind your business. And then with my other rheumatologist, the guy, the old man, he'd be like, I seen you gain 5 pounds. She's like, can we just like, he'll be say it so subtle. And I'm like, I know he's trying to be like, girl, if you don't lose some weight. But my other one, she'd be like, yo, you need to get it together. I'm like, mind your business. But he used to be so nice about it. I used to be cracking up. I'm like, all right, I forget his name. Oh, I just remember. I don't want to say it, but I just remembered. But yeah, in college, I kind of became more open about it. It was like, you know what? Why am I embarrassed? I did nothing to I didn't do anything for this to happen. So then I got really into like, why did this happen? And like, I wanted to do genetic testing. I was calling my insurance to see if they were going to cover it. It was like this whole big thing. And then I'm like, they be like, sometimes your lupus become from a traumatic incident. So I broke my foot when I was in the 1st grade. So I'm like, did my foot not heal correctly? And that's why I got it. Like, is there somebody in my family who has it? And it was like this whole big thing. And I just never got answers. So it's just a gift from above. Bob. Yeah. I take about 13 pills a day to treat my lupus. I take my methotrexate, which is also a form of chemo, which at one point in time, I have pictures. I'm going to definitely like post pictures. I have pictures of like a flare, what my flares look like, how my joints change, like when they swell. I'm going to insert all that so you guys can see it. I have pictures of like my pills, if you guys want to see that as well. What I was saying? Oh, so I take my methotrexate, which is a low dose of like, it's a form of chemo, but it's very low. But when I first started taking it, my edges fell out. And I actually just found this picture probably like a couple days ago, and I was like, yo, I remember when my hair started falling out. So I'm going to actually like insert that so you guys can see how I was a bald-headed girl. I'm still bald-headed, but you bald-head chicks can never. But I'm really trying to make this video flow, and I feel like I'm all over the place. But yeah, in college, I was more like accepting about it. And I was like, I'm gonna tell my story, and that's when I began my lupus facts of the day. I don't know, never really said it out loud like that, but I began my lupus facts of the day, and I started about 2 years ago. So I've been doing it annually, and so my lupus story is all over the place because I really remember it. There was plenty of hospitalizations. I got my joints injected. I broke my wrist. Oh my god. And plus in in college, my sophomore year and junior year, I was in an air cast the whole entire time. I was in, if you was at SU and you remember, I spent sophomore year and junior year in an air cast to the point where I was studying abroad. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be in an air cast while I study abroad. And I was like, maybe they'll let me get in the handicap seat on the plane and I got a lot more leg room. Like, it was that bad. And recently I broke my wrist because my joints has like so much like evidence of arthritis in them. My joints are really weak. So I was doing my hair in a bun and my joint kind of like popped out. And then they did x-rays and it was like, yo, your wrist. And I was like, oh my god, this is insane. So yeah, I had broke both my wrists. So I was like, I'm gonna post a picture. I was like, but now they healed kind of. And like, I don't know if you guys could hear it, but my wrist makes noise. I'm like a robot. But no, that story, this video is all over the place. Like, it's so bad. I might have to redo this because it's so bad. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do more videos like this. Um, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't watched my first video, go back, go watch it because it's fire. It's really not fire, but it's cool. It was my first video. You know, it's your girl here, living with Linus. I'm Linus. How's it going? And if you made it this far, thank you. And I'm out.